Imagine you are in the middle of your presentation. Everyone is listening intently, hanging on your every word. But then, out of nowhere, a sudden pain shoots through your abdomen. Your voice becomes unclear. Your legs shake. Your tongue becomes heavy. You feel that everything around you is blurring. You might either faint or just run away from the stage. Public speaking can be nerve-wracking, isn't it? But what if this pain is felt every single month? Imagine it crushing down on you on your most important moments. This is the story for billions of women across the globe. Periods are absolutely normal, but period pain is not. It's so intense that it disrupts your life. It's so strong that it doesn't let you focus sometimes, and it sometimes even loses your dignity. So it's time that we stop accepting this as normal and start demanding for a better reality for women everywhere. Now hands up if you've ever cuddled up on the ground, holding your stomach, unable to move and crying in pain. I'm sure most of us have been there. If not there, might be somewhere in between the uneasiness and the discomfort during periods, and the most heartbreaking moments of pain. Can anybody tell how many women actually suffer from period pain? Any guesses? Let me tell you, approximately 80% of the women out of 100 suffer from period pain, and that's really unbearable. This period pain is so intense that sometimes you lose your focus, you lose your control, your heart beats faster than ever, your brain pauses for a few seconds, and your nerves start to throb. This is how period pain is, and sometimes even more worse, but only the women with the severity would know it. Back in our school days, my mother tried to educate us about periods with a mix of seriousness and ease. Periods at that moment were like a faraway land and more like an awkward topic to be spoken about. But when the first cramp hit, it was like a bullet. It just stole our breath. The entire knowledge became heavyweight. And the reality of the experience brought us closer to my mom and the other women who had endured this pain even before us. Well, the story of period pain isn't just mine. It's the story about the billions of women across the globe. And this became a personal mission to me when I saw my own sister lying in discomfort. Every single month, her smile would turn into tears. Her happy face would get dull. Her sound would get low. All the happy moments were like depressing days. Simple tasks like eating food, socializing, going out with friends, coming down to play with me had become so difficult for her. It was really heartbreaking to see her in isolation, just lying in discomfort. That's when it hit me. Why are we taking this as normal? Why are we asked to deal with it, to power through it? Cramps are not a badge of womanhood that needs to be carried with a smile or a crown to flaunt. For most of the days, I thought to myself, we've become so advanced with the ever-changing world, right? We have reached the moon. We have been building skyscrapers touching the clouds. But this natural ability has left us disabled. It's time to bring a revolution to not only bring down the period pains, but also address the severity of it and make people go to the depth of it. So, inspired by the thought of creating something which would bring down comforts to women or give some kind of ease, I, along with my team, delved into the research of creating something revolutionary. We met doctors, physiotherapists, and women of all the ages. And after months and months of tireless efforts, we could finally create a device which would help to ease down the targeted pain relief, which is based on TENS technology. We wanted to create something sleek, a drug-free, a side-effect-free, something different from the conventional pain medications. By stimulating nerves and blocking the pain signals, TENS is proven method and a safe method to be used to give relief. We conducted a clinical study on 60 women and we found that 83.3% of the women reported who have found relief in period cramps. So this breakthrough was an entire change in the era of relief. Well, the journey was not at all easy. It was quite challenging. Right from the conceptualization to the creation. Countless prototypes were being made, redesigned, remade, tested out and given out for feedback. The entire journey was really challenging and there were a lot of moments of doubt. But that picture of my sister lying in discomfort, seeking some kind of aid, kept me going. We were sure it would be worth it if we could at least help out one woman out there to give her relief or some kind of ease at least. And it was not just about creating a pain relief device. It was to bring a change, to give a voice to many, to break the barriers and start with the conversations which are there around menstruation, to start with different types of conversations around periods and give the women control to take control of their own health. Today, it's been 2 years since we have touched the lives of countless women. We have been receiving inspiring stories from everywhere, like women athletes pushing through their workouts, students taking their exams with full confidence, entrepreneurs or working women taking a lead through their careers, women giving all to their families, and all of this without being held by period pain. Well, the journey doesn't end here. The menstrual health revolution has just begun, and we still have miles to go. So let me take back to the place where we actually started. But here's a twist. You are in the middle of your stage giving a presentation, but now you're speaking with full confidence. Your voice is very clear. Your legs are not shaking. And the entire audience is applauding louder and louder. This is how you feel when you have a period comforter or some kind of a solution by your side. With every month passing by, every woman is now confident enough to take control of her cramps and take part of her own cycle without any identity. So there are a lot of quotes which have been given by philosophers and writers, but there is one quote which I would like to share today and I have drawn an inspiration from is, each time a woman stands for herself, she stands for all the other women. And adapting to this quote, we would like each and every other individual to stand for many other women out there. And we would also like to pass on this legacy for the future generations to come. In closing, let me paint a picture of the world transformed. A world where periods are no more a taboo, but as part of a celebrated life's rich tapestry. A world where woman is not being held by any pain or stigma and she is moving freely. A world where young girl is growing up with entire knowledge and she takes up her own cycle as a part of it. A world where period pain is broken and all the women are taking up their own careers and ambitions without any interruptions. So let's celebrate this opportunity and create something revolutionary. Let's keep learning, listening, and pushing the boundaries to make what's possible. And let's remember that every talk, every story, every step you take takes us to the world where periods are a thing of a past. This is the future we strive for, and this is the freedom we deserve to get. Thank you.